This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
You know what I remember when you were born?
Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the ball game. Let's take you to the field for tonight's Coca-Cola starting lineups.
Travis, batting third and playing second base. Number 15, Nethery. In the cleanup slot in left field is number 23, Billy. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 11, Ingram. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 14, McCown. Batting seventh, the DP, number 21, Dill. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 4, Gray. Batting ninth, the center fielder, 00, Rogers. And playing the flex position, number 10, Richardson. The head coach for Holmes is Trey Embry, assisted by Tristan Ellenberg. The Holmes Bulldogs 18-12, 9-11. Now introducing the number 3 ranked ICC Lady Indians. Leading off the center fielder, number 1, Mackenzie Patterson. Batting second and playing left field, number 20, Katie Rutledge. Batting third, the catcher, number 7, Kara Hayes. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 27, Ivy Watts. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 24, Brianna Posey. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 15, Madison Jenkins. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 6, Hannah Henry. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 30, Connor Stevens. Batting ninth, the DP, number 14, Emily Robinson. Playing the flex is the shortstop, number 5, Katie Boatner. The head coach for the Lady Indians is Andy Kirk, assisted by Rick Lawson and Kelly Beth Ernest. The Lady Indians 25-5, 17-3. Fans, you will notice your ICC Lady Indians and our guest, the Holmes Lady Bulldogs, are wearing pink ribbons in honor of breast cancer awareness. Approximately 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. Thousands of families have been affected by the diagnosis or loss of a loved one due to this disease. We hope that you will join us today to stand with those who are fighting breast cancer and remember the lives that have been lost. We invite and respectfully ask you to stand for our national anthem.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Gee willikers, this Coca-Cola Zero Sugar tastes mighty delicious.
Come on, buddy. It has 0 sugar.
But it tastes great.
Let's take the breakables away. If you keep lying like this, you'll be a puppet forever.
But it's the honest truth.
You'll never be a real boy.
No, it's no lie.
You're right. It's delicious.
Told you. I never lie.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the ball game. Game 1 between ICC and Holmes. Adam Gore, Michael Upton bringing us action here in Game 1 as we're awaiting the First American National Bank opening pitch coming your way here between the number 3 Indians and unranked Bulldogs. As that First American National Bank opening pitch right straight up at 2 o'clock. So that's a 2 o'clock First American National Bank opening pitch. Follow the flag from Iuka to Tupelo to find out more about First American National Bank. Well, let's learn a little bit more about today's opponent, Michael. Holmes coming in with the record as there's a ground ball to the shortstop for over in time 6-3 to retire Ellingberg.
Now batting.
But to finish that thought, Holmes coming in with a record of 18-12, 9-11 overall, but a very dangerous softball team because they have given some teams in the upper echelon, including a Gulf Coast and Colin and teams like that, Jones Fitz this year. So it's a team that ICC can't take for granted today.
Indeed, they come in here fresh off of a split with Gulf Coast, who, as we know, is number 2 in the country, and we look forward to matching up with them this weekend for another great contest. But they played the game they lost. They played extremely well against Gulf Coast too. So, as we know, the level of competition in the MACCC, softball is high no matter who you're playing, so you can't take anybody for granted.
Absolutely. This is Travis at the plate right now. She's the pitcher here in Game 1. Jenkins getting the start here in Game 1 for ICC, and we'll take a look at some Sonic stats on Jenkins after this pitch as that one across for a strike to even things up at 1-1.
This is Jenkins' 15th appearance of the year. She comes in with a 9-win and 1-loss record with 62.2 innings pitched. She's given up 53 hits but only 22 runs, 19 of those earned. She's walked 14 but struck out 50, which is a great ratio, and brings a 2.12 ER into today's contest.
That pitch on the outside corner makes it a 1-2 count now against Travis here. So you know Travis wants to come out, try to get things sparked here for the Bulldogs early on. Top of the first, no score between ICC and Holmes. That pitch high and outside for a ball evens things up now at 2-2.
And you definitely want to do our best not to give Travis an easy on base, because she does lead the Holmes team with 12 stolen bases on the year, so shows she's got a little speed.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. That's the situation right here on Travis. Looks at that pitch in the dirt for a ball. The count goes full now, and that's what you just talked about there, Michael, was the fact you don't want to give her a free pass because she can cause a lot of problems on the bases.
She's also got 12 walks on the year, so she's able to be patient and get on and take advantage of that, obviously.
3-2 pitch coming, and that's going to be a walk. And first runner on the backs today here for the Bulldogs, and it is going to be Travis. And this is going to bring up Nethery. I'm going to end up putting an L in there all day today, folks, so I do apologize for that if I continue to do that. But now with 1 out and a runner on first base, the second baseman, Nethery. I keep saying it with an L every time. So, my bad.
That's all right. Your brain expects there to be an L there.
Yeah.
Based on other words we see. So.
Well, Steve Diffie will tell you my brain is out of order most of the time. So, 1 out, runner on first. Is that pitch high for a ball? Might have been a pitch out there to see if she was going on that first pitch.
Yeah, I'm sure they've scouted Travis and know that she has tendency to steal bases, so I'm sure they have their eye on her.
Nethery at the plate, playing second base here, batting third in the lineup. Check swing, ball gets away. Runner was going on the pitch, and she will head to second without an issue.
Yeah, I think that ball, it come off the bat or did it come off Kara Hayes' helmet?
Off her glove.
Okay, the glove.
Yeah.
Okay. It bounced so quickly, I was trying to catch that.
Well, real quick, give us the lineup tonight, or here in Game 1 for Holmes.
Okay. Leading off, we've got Ellenberg, number 22, playing shortstop. Second batting is Travis, who is the pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tongue-tied here. Batting third will be Nethery, number 15, is
batting. She's playing second.
After that, you got left fielder Haley Billy, then Juliana Ingram in first base. Next will be Madeline McCown in right field. Then your designated player, Destiny Dill, followed by Shonda Gray, the third baseman.
And that is going to be an out caught over there in foul territory. So F5 there, as that was Posey who reeled that one in. Now there's 2 outs in the inning.
And then Holmes will end up there batting with the center fielder Rogers.
And then Richardson in that flex position. She'll be catching today for the Bulldogs. Kind of caught you off guard with that. That's my bad.
Well, I didn't write down the positions because I'm not used to doing that. I just had names and numbers, so I was trying to count numbers in my head real quick.
And that pitch is across for a strike, as this is Billy, the left fielder, at the plate right now. Runner at second. That's Travis, who walked and stole second base.
Billy's got some pop. She leads this team with 5 home runs, so we'll see how they.
2 outs in the inning. They're playing her heavy to the left side of the field. Big gap out there between center and right. If she gets anything over the head of the second baseman or right back up the middle, could probably score a run here for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it almost looks like our good friend Raphael Henry's playing a rover position. There's so much space out there in right center.
That pitch right down the middle. Nice off-speed pitch that time out at Jenkins. First time we've seen the Indians in quite a while back here in Fulton. Jenkins getting the start here in Game 1, so ICC mixing things up a little bit here.
Yeah, this team's been on the road. The last time they were at home was March 24th when we hosted our good friends and rivals from Northeast. So it's glad to finally be back here on the Fulton campus for a game.
Yeah, Jenkins thought that was strike 3 there, and so did the rest of the infield. But instead, that one called just outside for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. So waiting the 2-2 pitch here from Jenkins. This one lifted left side. Left fielder's going back and makes the running catch.
Great play.
For out number 3. Great job out there in left field by Rutledge, as she was able to find that one just in time to get the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom part of the first, but before we do that, let's hear a few words from our sponsors, including Sonic, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved off the road a lot because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The top's right here, look.
You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score here as ICC. They will welcome Travis here in the bottom of the first inning.
Leading off for the Lady Indians.
You got some Sonic stats on Travis there, the pitcher for Holmes.
I do. She has clearly been a workhorse this year for the pitching staff on Holmes. This is her 22nd appearance. She brings in an 11-win and 10-loss record, 15 complete games. She's pitching to 115.2 innings, 143 hits given up and 85 runs, 51 of those earned. She's walked 13 and struck out 40 and has a 3.09 ERA coming in today's game.
Yeah, so she is a seasoned vet for sure, and she'll be welcomed by Mackenzie Patterson. Patterson's going to lay down a bunt, and it's going to be a good one. Throw over is not in time.
Showing that speed that we've seen from her all year.
That's going to go for an infield single for Patterson. It was a bang-bang play over there, but Patterson with plenty of time to be able to get over and reach without an issue. So a runner on first and no outs right now. And this is going to bring up Katie Rutledge to the plate. Rutledge playing in left field. Takes that first pitch for a ball. Michael, while we got a chance, give us tonight's, or today's, I don't know why I keep saying tonight, but today's starting lineup for the Indians.
Sure. Leading off, we had Mackenzie Patterson playing center field. Now at the plate, we have Kaylee Rutledge in left field. Batting third is going to be the catcher, Kara Hayes. Batting fourth, first baseman Ivy Watts. Batting fifth, third baseman Brianna Posey. Then it'll be Madison Jenkins, our pitcher, followed by the second baseman Hannah Henry, and then right fielder Connor Stevens and Emily Robinson in the flex position batting.
There's one. Do they get two? No, they do not, and that'll be a fielder's choice. That erases Patterson from the bag.
And we also have Katie Boatner playing shortstop today as well.
I believe that was the shortstop that simply just stepped on the bag there for the first out of the inning. And now this is going to bring up Hayes to the plate. One out, runner on first here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the first, game 1 of 2 this afternoon in Fulton. As always, we welcome our ICC family members watching here, but we do want to say a special hello to those that are watching in favor of the Bulldogs this afternoon. Steve Diffie, the SID, down at Holmes, does a great job there for the Bulldogs. And I know you Holmes fans are very lucky, very happy to have a guy like Steve around, as this pitch is popped up. Shallow outfield, can't get to it. And that's going to drop for a base hit. Well, it's just one of those, put them where they ain't that time, Michael, as it was able to drop.
It just fell right between. The second baseman made a great run into the center field to try to get there and just fell in between. I also want to give a shout out, we're talking about our friends at Holmes, to all the great folks at e-learning at Holmes. I have great relationships with those folks, Tish Stewart, Nancy Parkerson, and all the folks down there that do a wonderful job for their school and their students.
As that pitch missing for a ball. And just in time, Steve Diffie texting in says he's here. So he heard me talking good about him as Watts pops this one up, foul territory, and it's going to be reeled in that time. And a good play out there at third base. Didn't have a whole lot of time to react to it. Did great, but she was able to get to it and get the out.
Yeah, Wyatt's just got just enough underneath it to give it some air. Hung up just enough to be in the air instead of flat, so third baseman could get underneath it.
And that pitch clips the corner for a strike. Travis doing a good job right now. She works up and down in the zone, but is filling up the zone, so it's forcing the ICC batters to be aggressive early. And Posey's going to be jammed on that one. Throw over from shortstop is in time, 6-3 on the putout. We've played one here in Fulton. We're scoreless as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1 million.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza, pizza.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do. And we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women in the communities they influence every day.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the second inning. It'll be Ingram, McCowan, and Deal due up here for the Bulldogs. Both teams have left a runner in scoring position in the top of the first. ICC actually left two on the bags there in the bottom of the first. Both these pitchers doing a good job of kind of pitching around a little bit of trouble in there in the first, Upton.
Yeah, looks like we may see some good action here from the pitchers and see if the batters can adjust second time through.
And that pitch across for a strike. Both pitchers doing a good job of filling up the zone. And that's important whenever you want to kind of get the game moving in your favor a little bit. So these batters, they're going to have to kind of adjust quickly because so far we've seen just about every batter fall behind in the count.
Yeah, that doesn't make for a quicker game, but it gives the pitchers confidence and they let them go in and attack a little more.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw over is high, but stretched across the way there for the putout was Watts. 6-3 on that. And now this will be McCown. McCown coming to the plate. She's playing in right field.
And the sophomore comes in batting .264 in the year.
Nice day for softball. Sun's out, kind of partly cloudy. A little chilly, but not enough weather that you would need a jacket, or at least not me.
Not chilly at all. Just a nice little light breeze.
Is that ball missing? 1-0 now is the count here to McCown.
You can see the flag in center field moving a little bit, but it's really not impacting anything so far.
That pitch up high, 2-0. That's traditionally the way the flag blows, is from basically foul pole to foul pole out here at the ballpark. Every once in a while you see it blowing out, but when it does, it typically blows out to right field. And when it's blowing that way, it usually means there's some bad weather coming behind it as well. 2-0 pitch. This one fouled right back into your living room. 2-1 now is the count.
I'm noticing that Mackenzie Patterson in center field still shading very far to the left. I don't know if this is just a scouting on the entire team and maybe not just the one batter earlier, but continues to be a pretty good sizable gap in right center.
2-1 is the count here. 1 out. McCown at the plate. Deal on deck. That one in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count. Well, as we talked about earlier, this Holmes team, a record of 18-12, 9-11 in conference play. That is a very deceiving 18-12 record. They are a very good, well-coached softball team. So it's one of those ICC. Yes, you've got Gulf Coast looming on Sunday, but no days off in this conference. You got to buckle down and get ready for this tough home squad.
No, not at all. I mean, the competition level, the record may show losses, but they've gone against the teams that we have as well, the Joneses, the Colins, the Gulf Coast, tough competition. Teams that are all ranked in national rankings along with ICC.
3-2 pitch coming. This one popped out of play. Will stay at 3-2. For those that may have just heard me say that, yes, it is official. Saturday's game against Gulf Coast has now been moved to Sunday. It'll still be a 12 p.m. opening pitch here in Fulton. Baseball is also being moved to Sunday, but that's at Gulf Coast. As this one lifted to the right side, Stevens running around trying to find it. Will camp underneath it and get it for out number 2.
In the 7th slot, the DP, number 21.
But baseball at Gulf Coast, that'll be, I believe, at 2 o'clock on
Yeah, I
Sunday.
believe they're playing at 2 and 4 for baseball.
And so now let's bring up the DP deal here for the Bulldogs.
Deal's a freshman, comes in today's game batting .261 on the year.
She'll dig in with 2 outs and nobody on here. ICC trying to get a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nice off-speed pitch, one on miss for strike 1.
Yeah, as aggressive as these two pitchers have been and as well as they've pitched so far, we've yet to see a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
Now would be an opportune time for that. 0-1 is the count. Pretty much still shading the batter. This time not as much to left field as Patterson. You see her there at the top of your screen to the screen left of second base, but not as extreme as she has been. So 0-2 is the count. Pitch coming and swinging, strike 3. A Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the first of the game. 3 up, 3 down, go the Bulldogs there in the second. 2 up in the bottom half of the inning will be Jenkins, Henry, and Stevens. We'll see what they can do, but before we do that, let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Why settle for a checking account that just holds your money? Renaissance Rewards Extra gives you so much more, like savings at more than 400,000 retailers, 24/7 roadside assistance, a cell phone protection plan worth up to $400, $25 in ATM fee refunds per monthly cycle, and a great interest rate when you meet 3 easy qualifications. Get extra today at rewardsextra.com. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, Roll Tide!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning. It's going to be Madison Jenkins, Hannah Henry, and Connor Stevens to start things off here for the Indians. Still scoreless here in game 1 between ICC and the Bulldogs. We talked about the record of the Bulldogs. ICC, they come in with a record of 25-5 as that pitch missing high for a ball. They're 17-3 in conference play, trying to make a chase for that regular season championship. Number 3 in the country. That pitch missing outside for a ball. Last week, ranked number 2. They were the highest ranked ICC has ever been in the history of the program here. Flip-flopped with Gulf Coast, and this week they just flip-flopped right back as this pitch is going to be fouled off to the right side, out of play. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, Adam, really hard to argue between which of these two teams is better as a 2 or a 3. They flip-flopped. They both lost a game last week. They both won it. I mean, they split a series, and so no real difference.
That pitch swung on and missed. 2-2 now is the count here to Jenkins. Well, they'll settle it Sunday.
Exactly. I was going to say that's what makes this weekend such a big series, both in national rankings as well as you said, toward that state champion.
Jenkins fouls this one off. We'll stay at 2-2. But before we get to Sunday, we've got to take care of Thursday here. We do want to remind you, soccer will be on the air tomorrow as East Central comes to town. It'll be a 1 o'clock opening kick there, brought to you by First American National Bank. As that pitch missing outside 3-2. Lady Indians and East Central will start things off. The men will follow there. Join us right here on the red channel of Let'sGoICCTV.com. So waiting the 3-2 pitch. Jenkins fouls that one off, staying alive. Nice at bat right here by Jenkins to see if she can find a way to win this battle here.
Yeah, we've talked earlier in the broadcast about how well she's done as a pitcher this year, but she has been more than holding her own at the plate as well. She, as a freshman who's a pitcher, you may not see that kind of production, but she comes in batting .324, 19 RBI, and has really been an offensive piece for the team this year.
And fouls this one out of play, so we'll keep battling here between Travis and Jenkins. This is a pitcher versus pitcher matchup right now. Travis won the first matchup between the two when she walked, and then Jenkins is going to do the same. Almost pulled the trigger on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Held off last second and drew the walk. So no outs and runner on first now. This is going to be Hannah Henry coming to the plate. Henry playing second base, batting in that 7 spot. Got some Sonic stats on her.
Yeah, she has really come on lately and really took off at the plate. She's now batting .443 on the year. 9 RBI, 8 walks, and 13 stolen bases. So her production numbers continue to climb.
Well, that pitch, high 4 ball. 1-0 is the count here to Henry. Connor Stevens is on deck. ICC trying to find the bats, wake them up here. They've got 2 hits so far in the contest, just no runs to show for it just yet as that pitch goes high. And Travis, for the first time today, really kind of struggling in the first 2 pitches we've seen. She's kind of evened out the count, going ball strike against Jenkins, but now finds herself in a 2-0 hole.
Yeah, first time she's not been ahead of a batter so far.
And there's a pitch across. Throw down to second is not in time, and that'll be a stolen base for Jenkins.
That's her second stolen base on the year.
Each team with a stolen base, and both of them belong to the pitchers.
Well, just see a lot of mirroring so far between these 2 young ladies, both on the mound and at the plate on the field.
Outfield playing Henry straight away here. Shallow in right.
Shallow in left, too. In fact, creeping in at left.
And there's going to be a bunt caught, and then, the throw pulled her off the bag.
For the Lady Indians, the right fielder.
Another good job there by Gary. We've called her name a couple of times on some good defensive plays.
Yeah.
Come charging in. Couldn't quite get on top of the bunt that time. Nearly turned that into a Little Caesars double play.
Yeah, their scouting and their defensive alignment was set up just perfectly for that.
So now this will be Connor Stevens, the right fielder, coming to the plate. Takes that first pitch low for a ball. 1 out. Runner on second. Second time the Indians have had a runner in scoring position here as we're in the bottom of the second. Game 1 between ICC and Holmes. That pitch outside corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Some of the ICC fans, not a big fan of that one, but he's been consistently giving that corner to both pitchers.
Yeah,
this pitch popped up. Is it going to be deep enough? It's high. Goes back, and no, it's not going to be deep enough to tag up the runner either. Just got underneath that one.
Now batting in the 9th slot, the DP, number 14.
Well, it's one of those to pop off the bat.
Robinson.
You thought it had a chance.
Right, just held up a little bit, just enough that she was able to catch it at the warning track.
And now this is going to bring up Emily Robinson. Robinson finding herself in the batting lineup. She hasn't had a whole lot of at-bats this season.
Well, less than most of the team, but she's had 20 at-bats and is batting .200. She's got 4 RBI, so she's had some productive at-bats.
That first pitch hanging outside for a ball.
You've got 4 hits and 4 RBIs. That's a nice sign.
I'd say that's what you call getting it done. She fouls this one off down the line. 1-1 now is the count. Well, ICC would love for her to find her 5th hit and 5th RBI of the year. But Travis and the Bulldogs trying to get out of this inning yet again with no damage done. Bottom of the second. Game 1 between ICC and Holmes. This game was scheduled for yesterday. Mother Nature had other ideas. As that one's going to drop.
That may score.
And they're going to challenge the arm, and the throw is not going to be in time. Actually, it's going to be to the pitcher.
They didn't even try.
Well, there it was. We said if she can get her 5th hit and her 5th RBI, and she did.
Clearly, Coach Kirk knew something today when he decided to put her in the lineup.
Take a look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. Just got it past an outstretched first baseman. Jenkins rounding there. You see the throw just simply went to the pitcher instead of home. And Patterson now at the plate with ICC. Leading it 1-0, 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, we don't know a lot about the arm of the right fielder, but it almost seemed like they just conceded that one.
This one popped up, shortstop going back and will make the play. Nearly ran into by the center fielder that time, but a good job there by Eldenberg to hold on to it. But ICC does strike first. They lead it 1-0 as we'll take a break and come back with the top of the third. We're going to be the 8-9-1 batters due up here for the Bulldogs. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
Gee willikers, this Coca-Cola Zero Sugar tastes mighty delicious.
Come on, buddy. It has 0 sugar.
But it tastes great.
Let's take the breakables away. If you keep lying like this, you'll be a puppet forever.
But it's the honest truth.
You'll never be a real boy.
No, it's no lie.
You're right. It's delicious.
Told you. I never lie.
And welcome back now as we head to the top of the third inning. It'll be Gray, Rogers, and Eldenberg duo. Gray, the third baseman, will start us off, and she's had some nice plays defensively for the Bulldogs. Now I'm going to see if she can get those bats fired up here as ICC leads it 1-0 in the top of the third.
And she comes in with a 197 batting average, but a little more interesting, she leads the team both in walks at 14 and strikeouts at 17. It's not often that you're going to see one batter lead in both those categories.
That first pitch high outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Again, the shift is slightly to the left for Gray, so 1-0 is the count. Right back, and look what I found.
A little boop-de-boop, and then caught it on the second time, too. So
let's look at that.
Do you call that a line out? I mean,
yeah, that's a line out. Look at that on the Little Caesars instant replay. I think it's one of those where basically Jenkins just went in self-defense mode. And that's going to be a Renaissance Bank Water Play Wednesday nominee.
Indeed.
As that was just a great heads-up play there for the first out of the inning. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it for a ball.
And if you're not following Let's Go ICC and all their different social media platforms, please do so. And every Wednesday, check out that What a Play Wednesday. It's always exciting. That soccer play this week was just fantastic.
Yeah, it was one of those. Sully texted us. He's like, hey, man, I got your water play. Whenever you get ready for it, let me know. And he sent it to me. I was like, oh, yeah, without a doubt, that's it. So it's on Twitter. It's on Instagram. It's also on our YouTube page. Just simply search Let's Go ICC on one of those. And we do appreciate Renaissance Bank for being a proud sponsor of those Water Play Wednesdays.
And it's always great to see our fantastic students that help us with that, whether it's Will Simmons or Z Taylor that get on there and share those.
Shows bunt, pops it up. It's got some backspin on it. It's going to have to hurry. Throw is not going to be in time. And that'll be an infield single. First hit of the day for the Bulldogs, and it comes to that number 9 spot. And just one of those, good job putting that bat on the ball. And it had a little bit of a spin, not enough to pull back like a Jim Ingram send wedge, but enough to just sit there and sit.
To sit and die, and right between 4 ICC defensive people, and nobody could get it up fast enough.
And so 1 out, runner at first. We go back to the top of the lineup here in Ellingberg. She grounded out to the shortstop in her first at bat of the day. Shows bunt, runner goes, throw down is not close, and that's going to be a stolen base. Yeah, Rogers, quick as a hiccup, and she shows that speed there as she easily takes second base.
Yeah, and unless these stats are wrong, that's interesting. That's her first stolen base of the year. So good to see her take advantage of her opportunity there.
So Rogers moves into scoring position. 1-0 ICC with the lead, but the Bulldogs threatening here in the top of the third. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes it.
And Ellenberg is definitely their most dangerous batter. She leads the team in triples, RBI, stolen bases, batting average, OBP, slugging. You name it, she's pretty much leading the team there.
Yeah, so you got to be careful in this situation. 1-1 is the count. Shows bunt, lays it down, only one play, and it's going to be over to first. And that's going to be a sacrifice bunt by Ellenberg, 5-3 on the putout. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Follow them on Twitter at ICCBSU. Brother Chris Burrows and company do a great job over there at the ICCBSU. Remember, ICC students next year, Monday night, 7:07, and they'll be back in full force. So you want to be part of the ICCBSU. So now with 2 outs, this is going to bring up Travis here. Boy, a base hit could really help her cause in this situation. ICC, though, trying to find the exit. Popped up, second baseman calling everyone off, squeezes it, and ICC gets out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the third inning, where to be Rutledge, Hayes, and Watts due up for the Indians. Back with more right after this.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved off the road a lot because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The tab's right here, look.
You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the third inning. It's ICC 1-0 in game 1 over the Holmes Bulldogs. Rutledge, who reached on a fielder's choice, was left stranded in scoring position. In her previous at-bat will lead things off. This will be followed by Hayes and Watts.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved
and
off
it's
the road
gone. Well, unfortunately, I did not get switched over from my wide cam as switched to the commercial there. But Rutledge starting us off in a big way with that solo home run, and ICC leads it now 2-0.
And I believe that is her first home run for the year, Adam.
Judging by her reaction, as she rounded first, threw both hands in the air and started sprinting, and then she's like, hey, let me enjoy this for a second.
Yeah, that was off the bat. You knew that where that was going.
So a big hit there as now ICC leads it 2-0, and this is going to be Hayes. Hayes singled, but was left stranded at first in her first at bat as that pitch in there for a strike. I believe he was up the count now at 1-1.
We always love to start off the day with what I like to call a Raphael Henry Souvenir.
As that pitch missing low, and we talked to Coach Andy Kirk in some of his post-game interviews, and those are the type of home runs he likes. He says those that are just on a rope that travels out of the ballpark. He says that's when you know you hit it well, as this is going to be a ground ball. Third baseman comes up and puts a glove on it. Foul ball. 2-2 now is the count. So hopefully Raphael got that home run. As I said, I didn't get switched off the commercial in enough time to switch out to it. I know Sonic appreciated that.
Indeed. You know, we don't see a lot of home runs go to right field typically in this park, so it's nice to see one go what I call in the Rick Collier direction.
And there's a shot, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman. A line out there, and if you're Hayes, you just tip your cap and say, good catch over there to Nethery. Yeah, she caught that one on the line that time. One out now, and this is going to bring up Ivy Watts. Second great defensive play we've seen on a hard-hit line drive, one by ICC, and that one by the Bulldogs. This pitch popped up, and Nethery will go over and make that out as well. Back-to-back outs.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the second time in a row today that Watts has just got underneath one and allowed an easy out to the defense.
So now this will be Posey, who grounded out to the shortstop to end the first inning. Going to try to find a way to keep this inning extended here. Pops it up. Third baseman is going to simply walk over and step underneath it for the out. Well, other than the home run to start the inning, not a whole lot to write about there for the Indians, but it was a solo home run by Rutledge that gives ICC the 2-0 lead. We'll take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors. Come back with the top of the fourth inning as ICC leads it 2-0. Back with more right after this.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back as we head now to the top of the fourth inning. 2-0 is your score. ICC with the lead. Let's take a look at a Sonic scoring update. And it was an RBI single by Robinson back in the second that scored Jenkins to give ICC a 1-0 lead. Then a solo home run by Rutledge to start the third. And that's your Sonic scoring update here. As now it'll be Nethery, Billy, and Ingram due up here for the Bulldogs. Jenkins still in the circle here for ICC. Jenkins, her first pitch fouled off and out of play for strike one.
Good swing on that one by Nethery, just went foul.
Here a little bit of a wind picking up here as it's not really blowing that hard, maybe into the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. You can find out how you can contribute to ICC softball by visiting iccms.edu/foundation. As this one's going to be ripped, and that's going to be extra bases here. As it's down, and Connor Stevens trouble finding it, and that'll go for a double.
Yeah, well, once it got to the warning track, it just kind of get tangled in her feet.
Left fielder, number 23.
Second hit of the day there for the Bulldogs. First hit of the day for Nethery. That's his first extra base hit for the Bulldogs. And now this will bring up Billy. Billy lined out to left field on a nice running catch by Rutledge in her only at bat so far in the game. So now the Bulldogs trying to get something going here as they trail at 2-0, top of the fourth. That pitch in there for strike 0-1 is the count here. Raphael Henry out in the outfield shooting some highlights for today. Lee Adams shooting photos. You can see those at ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. That pitch outside corner also for a strike. 0-2 is the count. Will Simmons running Twitter for us. Appreciate Will. And then Z Taylor also helping out with some of the other social media outlets today. Remember, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that at Let's Go ICC. This pitch fouled off. Will stay at 0-2.
Yeah, that was a good one there. Made her chase one on the corner that she fouled off. That might have been a ball.
Upton, we were just talking about contributing to the softball team through the Indian Club. Tell everybody how they can do that.
Sure, they can. As you said, they can go to the website and look at things there. They can give us a call at 662-862-8035, and we can talk about how you can support the softball team or any other Indian Club team here at ICC.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw across the way is in time. 6-3 on the putout.
In the 5 slot.
Nethery was able to advance to third.
Ingram.
And now this will bring up Ingram with one out in the inning. Thought there for a second, might have had a chance to tag her, did Boatner, but she just got out of arm's reach and was able to get to third without an issue.
Yeah, had that ball been any faster on the ground, it definitely would have been a tag situation, but she was able to get ahead there.
So Ingram at the plate. She grounded out 6-3 and her only at bat. Takes a look at that first one in there for a strike, and I tell you what, Hayes come up ready to fire down to third.
Yeah, trying to keep Nethery down there. Nethery, excuse me,
yes.
Down there at third.
It's a tricky name, Nethery. She did double to start the inning, and at third base now as this one fouled off, backing out of play. 0-2 now is the count.
And Nethery is second on the team with 7 stolen bases. And so, you know, she got some speed, and anything on the ground is going to be an attempt to score.
I think right now with a 2-0 lead, the Indians may surrender the run for an out. 0-2 pitch coming. That one high and outside. 1-2. Not a bad spot to waste a pitch when you got one.
Yeah, definitely when you're ahead of the pitcher. I mean, ahead of the batter like that, pitcher has an opportunity to see if you can get him to chase.
So 1-2 now is the count here on Ingram. She's playing first base here in game one for the Bulldogs. Boy, right now be a good time for a Renaissance Bank strikeout. Instead, that pitch goes high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. Nice patient at bat after falling behind in the count. 0-2 here by Ingram. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third here for the Bulldogs. Indians leading it 2-0 in the top of the fourth. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
You called it.
Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the second of the day for Jenkins. And now there'll be 2 outs, and this is McCown coming to the plate. She flew up, or popped out, I should say, to right field in her previous at bat. The Indians once again trying to find a way to work themselves out of a small jam here. 2 outs and runner at third. ICC with a 2-0 lead. Pitch goes high for a ball. Well, that one had some zip on it that time.
Yeah, really hit Hayes' glove. A lot of pop.
So 1-0 is the count. Jenkins in the circle here for the Indians. Zips that one across, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1. Now goes the count here to McCown.
I just went straight at her, not that one, right down the plate. Give her a challenge, see if you can hit this.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at third here for the Bulldogs. That pitch goes high, and a great play there by Hayes. If that one gets away from Hayes, that scores a run.
Yeah, that definitely saved the run there.
So 2-1 the count, 2 outs. Indians looking for an exit. The Bulldogs looking to extend the inning here and play to run with a base hit. 2-1 pitch coming. This one fouled right back into your living room. We'll stay at 2-2 now, or excuse me, move to 2-2. Boy, Renaissance Bank would love back-to-back strikeouts here if you're an ICC fan. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. Visit RenaissanceBank.com.
And they have some fantastic rewards programs, and it'd be a great reward to Jenkins to get another strikeout here.
Instead, there's going to be a line drive, but foul. Ooh, foul by about 1.5 feet. Good idea, go with the pitch there. If that's down, she's running for days, and we've got a 2-1 contest.
Yeah, that looked a lot like Nethery's from earlier, but that one just hooked right around the first base coach and landed foul, thankfully, for ICC.
So the count will stay 2-2 with that foul ball. 2 outs. Runner at third. Top of the fourth, ICC leading 2-0. Jenkins getting set to deliver the pitch. This one popped up, back and out of play, and we'll do it all over again. This fourth inning being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. From strains and sprains to tears and breaks, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi has got you covered. Give them a call at 377-BONE. That's 377-BONE. As this pitch.
Another hard hit foul.
Fouled out of play. Speaking of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, you can stop by and see them at 499 Gloucester Creek Village right there in Tupelo. So the count staying at 2-2. A nice battle at the plate here between McCowan and Jenkins. Runner at third with 2 outs here. Change up, grounder. Booted around. Posey's going to have to hurry. Throw over is in time. Nice play there as Posey kind of got jammed up on that one. Didn't panic. Was able to throw the strike over to first to Watts and get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth inning where to be Jenkins, Henry, and Stevens due up for the Indians. But before we do that, let's hear from Sonic and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The top's right here, look.
You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back now as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. ICC with a 2-0 lead. Adam Gore, Michael Upton bringing this action here from Fulton. And we do welcome everyone tuning in here on the ICC Sports Network as Jenkins leads us off here, takes that first pitch for a ball. If you're watching, let us know. Hit me up on, or you can text me like Diffie does, or you can hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC.
Have we heard from our friends up at South Taylor Elementary lately?
We have not. Of course, we haven't been here a while, so hopefully they're watching as that pitch fouled back. 2-1 now goes the count. I say hit us up on Twitter. I need to switch to Twitter that way, or at least the ICC account. That way I can see if anyone does mention us. So 2-1 now is the count to Jenkins. Change up, hangs up. 3-1 now goes the count. Jenkins, she walked, stole a base, and scored a run in her only appearance so far here in the contest. Rips this one, and that's going to be down. Possible extra bases here. They're going to send her to second. She's going to have to hurry. Nope, she's going to come back.
I don't know. It looked odd as she rounded first. She kind of like she held up for some reason.
That was a good relay in there. As that kept that to be a single, so first hit of the day there for Jenkins. And now this is going to bring up Henry, who tried to bunt in her previous attempt and basically lined out to the third baseman, Gray, who has, by the way, played outstanding today. This time she's going to slap it to the right side, and it's going to go foul. Well, she was trying to put them where they weren't that time.
Yeah, it was good off the bat, just unfortunately crossed the line.
So 0-1 is the count here on Hannah Henry. And so Henry will dig in. Stevens is on deck. Robinson in the hole here for the Indians. They lead it 2-0. They would like to pick up an insurance run. Of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Great stop and a great play. Only one play that time, and it was to second.
For the Lady Indians, the right fielder.
And that erased Jenkins, but what a play there by Ellenberg. Just slides down, gets the ball, pops up, didn't panic, tossed it over to second to get the force out for out number 1.
And also equally good by the second baseman because I thought that was going to pull her off a little bit, but she made a little stretch, held in there, and got the out.
And that's going to be a dead ball as Stevens is hit by a pitch. First batter to be hit by a pitch today, and this is going to bring up Robinson. So Robinson had an RBI single in her previous at-bat. And we talked about it. She's had, coming into this game, 4 at-bat, 4 RBIs. Now she's got 5 at-bats, 5 RBIs. Can she make it 6? Takes a look at that first pitch across for a strike. Not any pressure at all.
Nah, none at all.
Robinson, the DP here, batting in that 9 spot. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. After a great play by Ellingberg at short. There's a hard hit ball up the middle, and Ellingberg gets it again, and are you kidding me? What a play by Ellingberg.
Usually a web, Jim.
Yeah, we're going to look at that one again. That's just respect there. She makes the diving catch, flips over, and had to throw it on the roll. If she waited another half a second, they're not going to be able to get the out there, but a great play by Ellingberg. And now there's 2 outs in the inning and runners on the corners, and this is going to be Patterson. 2 outstanding plays by Ellenberg there at short. Now they're going to talk things over here in the huddle. Let's hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back as the huddle being broke up there, and the Bulldogs trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. ICC with the runner at third, also with the runner over at first. Ellenberg, though, showing out with 2 outstanding defensive plays for the Bulldogs to get us with 2 outs here. If not, if she don't make those 2 diving stops, this game, there's no outs and probably already 2 runs on the board for the Indians.
And bases loaded as well.
That pitch across for a strike, and they're just going to give her the stolen base, as that was Robinson who easily trotted down to second.
Yeah, with 2 outs, and they just conceded that.
Patterson fouls this one off.
It's actually in her benefit that it fouled there. If it was live, the catcher got to it quickly, would have thrown her out. So even with her amazing speed, that would not have been close.
No. 0-2 is the count here, so Patterson got to guard the dish here. Runners on second and third with 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. That pitch missing low and outside. Not a bad spot to miss that time by Travis to see if you couldn't get her to chase one. Good eye on the part of Patterson to hold off there. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. She was erased on a fielder's choice. She's also popped up to the shortstop. 2-2 now is the count.
And good eye there as that one looked good and then drops out at the bottom.
Sun starting to sneak out some of the clouds here in Fulton. Patterson couldn't catch up with that one, and that's strike 3. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there. Gets them out of the jam. First strikeout of the day for Travis. So Indians leave them on second and third. We've played 4, and ICC maintains a 2-0 lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle in the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1 million.
Pepperoni cheeser. Only $7.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back now as we head to the top of the 5th inning. ICC leading it 2-0. And Michael, your thoughts so far here on the contest?
Well, really, we've seen some pretty good pitching by both teams. ICC's had a lot of opportunities, a lot of base runners, a lot in scoring position. They've just unfortunately left them. Otherwise, this game could be a 5-6-0 deficit right now.
Yeah, Ellingberg making 2 outstanding defensive plays there to keep the Indians off the board in the bottom of the 4th. So it'll be Deal, Gray, and Rogers due up here for the Bulldogs. Deal struck out swinging to end the 2nd, and her first at bat fouls that one off for strike 1. Deal, the DP, batting in the 7th spot. They're playing her
back to
straight
Patterson
away.
Just walked straight to straight center on
Patterson a little shallow as well. So that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Some of the ICC fans kind of like moan after that one, but that one was up. 1-1 now is the count here.
Yeah, you talk about the home crowd. It was good to see this crowd is growing as the day is advancing.
That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. So 1-2 now is the count here on Deal, the DP. Jenkins still in the circle here for ICC. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the 3rd of the game, 2nd of the day for Deal, 3rd of the day for Jenkins. So 1 out now. And this is going to bring up Gray.
She tested Jenkins' reflexes last time at bat.
So that pitch goes high for a ball. Yeah, it was a outstanding play by Jenkins. And already early, I say early, it's late in the week, but a nominee for our What to Play Wednesday for next week.
Yeah, when your What to Play week runs Thursday to Wednesday, then yeah.
This pitch popped up, third baseman. Now shortstop calls her off, did Boatner, and squeezes it for the out.
The batter for Holmes is 0-0.
And so now quickly 2 away, and here comes trouble in Rogers. Rogers singled, stole a base, but was left stranded. That was back in the 3rd inning. And I say trouble, that's just because she shows a lot of different ways to get on base here for the Bulldogs, and her speed is extremely dangerous. So we'll see how the Indians attack this one here. That pitch across for a strike. 0-1 now is the count.
Yeah, that speed got her on back in the 3rd inning with a bunt that she was able to beat out speedily, and then took the base after that. So
top of the 5th inning, game 1 between ICC and Holmes. There's a dribbler right back up the middle. Pitcher finds it, throws it over in time for the putout. 1-3 for those of you scoring at home. A 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Bulldogs. And now up for ICC will be Rutledge, Hayes, and Watts. But before we hear from them, let's hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me. And the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance. And I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want. And I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
You know what I remember when you were born?
Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it'll be Katie Rutledge to the plate. She had a big at-bat last time up as she blistered a home run out to right field. Matter of fact, let me make sure I go ahead and have my video or my camera selected correctly just in case she decides to do it again. That's the difference in the game right now. Solo home run along with a RBI single by Robinson. Is that pitch in there for a strike?
That was a pretty pitch from Travis there.
So 0-1 is the count. Here to Rutledge. And that pitch finds the corner of the plate for a strike. Rutledge, well, she didn't necessarily like that call, but 0-2 now is the count.
Well, that's that corner that the ump has been consistent on. Even if you don't like it, he has been consistent there.
This time reaches out to get it and finds his way through for a single.
Rutledge continues to be high at the plate today.
For the Lady Indians,
nice at bat there. After that last pitch was, for her, questionable. I do agree that it was a strike. She reached out and just poked it past the shortstop and gets her second hit of the day, and now this is going to bring up Hayes to the plate.
And the way we've seen Ellenberg play today, I almost expected her to magically teleport across the diamond and get that one.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's one of those, anything that hits to the left side, as you said there, Michael, anything especially close to the shortstop, you're like, well, that's going to be an out. But that time it found its way through. That first pitch across for a strike here to Hayes. Runner goes, throw down is not in time. Stolen base there for the Indians.
Rutledge just adding to her list of accomplishments on today's game.
Hayes 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a single. Back in the first inning, she lined out to the second baseman.
She looked at that one like she really wanted it, but thankfully held off. Took the ball.
So 2-1 now is the count. Still no outs.
Ooh.
That one nearly hit her. 3-1 goes the count.
Yeah, a lot of patience. Didn't even flinch.
Whereas the Indians, you need that insurance run here, as this was going to be a dead ball fouled off the foot of Hayes. But, you know, we keep talking about that insurance run, and of course, when we talk about that, we talk about our Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the former ICC All-American, Hall of Fame member here at ICC. He's proud to help bring ICC athletics your way here. Stop by and see him there on South Adams Street.
He also serves on our alumni board as well.
That's true. This one blistered, and it's going to be down for a base hit. And they're going to send her to second. She's going to dive in, and they're going to say she's out.
Oh,
hey,
man.
That's tough. Go back and look at that one.
Coach Kirk doesn't seem too upset. I think he's conceding that she was out.
So that will go down for a single. And yeah, she never checked up heading to second. And so that is going to be 5-4 on the put out. And now this brings up Watts with one out. That first pitch to Watts was a ball. That one hit hard and foul for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Excites the ICC dugout as the ball flies between Coach Kirk's feet.
So 1-1 now is the count here to Watts. She is 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of pop-ups. 1 to second and 1 to third in foul territory, and Watts takes time.
Yeah, it was good to see that last, even though it went foul, that last one, more of a line drive and not getting underneath it like she did the first two at-bats.
1-1 pitch coming. That one just a little bit too far outside. 2-1 now is the count here to Watts. Watts playing first base for the Indians. That's where she's been pretty much all season for ICC. Pitch inside. She was able to turn over it, but fouled it off. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third. ICC needs to find a way to get her in here. As Watt shows bunt, pulls back, takes that pitch high. A changeup that nearly dropped in the strike zone there. If he would have called that a strike, I don't know that I could have argued against it.
I think he would have said that was a little outside, not a height up and down, but an outside issue.
And Watts turns on that one, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at third base. That is Rutledge. She got there after a single and a stolen base. Hayes singled to left as this ball lifted left side. If it stays fair, no, it's foul. Just foul it. She gave that one a ride there. So the Bulldogs fans can breathe a sigh of relief there, as that one would have put 2 more on the board. But it was fouled by about 3 or 4 foot down the line. But yeah, Rutledge got to third after a single by Hayes. Hayes got thrown out 5-4, trying to advance to second. And then a high pitch chasing ball 4. And that'll be the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And now this is going to bring up Brianna Posey with 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, it's really not what ICC wanted there with only 1 out and a runner on third. You want to get them in, so now with 2 outs it's harder to do.
Posey pops this one up. Catcher's going to try to give chase. It'll get back and out of play for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count here to Posey. She is 0 for 2 on the day.
Well, we'll just say she's due.
She is grounded out to the shortstop and popped up in foul territory as changeup just missing. I look pretty good from up here.
Yeah, that one's a little, I don't know.
So 1-1 now is the count to Posey. That changeup, and that time drops in for
I disagree.
I
thought that one was high.
I think that might have been a makeup call from the first one.
Crowd definitely thought so.
Yeah. So 1-2 now is the count here to Posey. And Posey's going to foul that one off, and we'll stay at 1-2.
Travis going with a steady diet of these changeups, and if the ump's going to let her get something like that.
Yeah, she went with the high heat that time. That's what she got Watts on the swinging strike on the previous at-bat, trying to get Posey there, but Posey found a piece of it. Turns on that one, and line drive to the third baseman, just threw her glove up and was able to reel that one in. The Indians once again cannot cash in with runners in scoring position. As we played 5, ICC 2-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 6th inning. ICC nursing a 2-0 lead. We do have a defensive change here for the Indians as Madison Burris, who is listed as a pitcher, coming in to play third base, so she will replace Brianna Hosey, who was playing at third base. Burris, a sophomore out of Hernando High School, so she's coming in to play third base here. So now we move to the top of the 6th. Jenkins still in the circle here. And that does look to be the only changes made by the Indians defensively.
Although Burris has pitched, the entire year, we have seen this happen one other game when she was not pitching that she came in for third.
That first pitch across from Jenkins in there for a strike. That position change being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. So 0-1 is the count here. So that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. This is Ellingberg. Ellingberg, Travis, and Nethery all due up here. Ellingberg has had some outstanding plays defensively as she pops this one up and fly out to center field. That's exactly where they had
in the 2 slot, the pitcher, number 1.
Patterson played out there. She had to run maybe 2 or 3 steps to her right, screen left, to make the play there. So now with 1 out, this will be Travis coming to the plate.
Yeah, ICC's been blessed to have Ellenberg not be productive at the plate today as compared to what her numbers show.
Travis 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. She stole a base but was left stranded back in the first inning. Popped up to second to end the third. She would like to help her own cause here with a base hit. Holmes still in this thing, only down 2-0 here in the top of the 6th. That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Bulldogs in the top of the 6th. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network. Travis fouls that one back. She has a unique grip. Has about a 2-inch spot between her hands.
Yeah, leaves a little gap there.
Yeah. If it works, it works.
I notice that Emily Robinson is starting to stretch and warm up in the bullpen for the Indians. She typically comes in a closer role, and a tight game like this, she can make a big difference.
That pitch just missing outside for a ball. 2-2 now is the count here to Travis. You take a look at Travis. She's scattered 6 hits. It's only given up 2 runs. Yeah, she pops this one up. Boatner comes over and squeezes it for the out. But, yeah, she's
had some fantastic defensive support, both in terms of the third baseman and the shortstop. They have been lights out on the left side of the field today.
Yeah, and she's gotten some timely outs as well, has kept the Indians from adding 2, maybe even 3 more runs. So now with 2 outs, this is Nethery coming to the plate. She doubled in her previous at-bat. She's also popped up to third in foul territory. This one lifted. Patterson dancing around, finds it on the line out to center field. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Bulldogs there in the 6th inning. ICC will send Jenkins, Henry, and Stevens scheduled to the plate as we come to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Gee willikers. This Coca-Cola Zero Sugar tastes mighty delicious.
Come on, buddy. It has 0 sugar.
But it tastes great.
Let's take the breakables away. If you keep lying like this, you'll be a puppet forever.
But it's the honest truth.
You'll never be a real boy.
It's no lie.
You're right. It's delicious.
Told you. I never lie.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved off the road a lot because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The tab's right here.
Oh. You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
And welcome back as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jenkins, Henry, and Stevens due up. Jenkins 1 for 1 on the day with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. She was erased off the bases after an outstanding play by Ellenberg on a fielder's choice. Is that first pitch going to miss low for a ball? Well, Upton ICC leading it 2-0, but 2-0 lead that just doesn't feel comfortable right now. As there's a shot, and it's going to be a diving catch. I wouldn't call it a diving catch, maybe just a leaning catch.
She fell after she caught it.
But a nice effort out there in left field. I tell you what, the left side of the defense today for Holmes has been outstanding.
They have been indeed. And that helps any pitcher, Travis or whoever, to feel confident.
There's going to be a slap. It's going to be a foul ball for strike one down the line. But yeah, anytime you get some defensive plays like we've seen Holmes make today, really helps build Travis's confidence.
Yeah, when she was on strong earlier, she was getting batters to pop up and get underneath things, but even when they get ground balls, she's got a lot of confidence that it's taken care of.
1 ball and 1 strike as Henry 0 for 2. There's a grounder. Shortstop's going to get to it, eats it up, throws it over, and just in and out of the glove of the first baseman. So an E3 on the play will allow the runner to get to second. Throw was a little off, but it's one of those you got to reel in there if you're the Bulldogs. And so it's just a tough break there. And now this is going to bring up Connor Stevens.
Yeah, that was another fantastic play by Ellenberger at short. So you don't want to take that away from her with the error.
Stevens was hit by a pitch, but was retired on a fielder's choice in her previous at-bat. She also flew out to center field. That pitch across for a strike. Stevens nods her head and agrees for strike one. That pitch missing outside. Speaking of Connor Stevens, you can see her sister, Alex, and the Lady Indians taking on East Central tomorrow at 1 o'clock here on the Red Channel. As this one lifted, trouble if it's going to get back. No, it's warning track. It will allow the runner to tag up and head to third.
Yeah, productive out.
Now batting for the
So a productive out, as you say there, Michael, as now there's 2 away. Boy, that one sounded so good off the bat. Just couldn't quite travel enough. If it was just a step away from causing issues out there in center field for Raphael Henry, as I think he was ready to bail out with the camera out there.
Yeah, it just didn't get much lift on it. It was a line drive, as much as a line drive can be, that just flew right out to the fence.
And now this is Robinson, the DP at the plate. Again, a runner at third here for the Indians. Flare out to the right side. It's going to drop for a base hit, and ICC will plate the run.
Well, I think we've clearly determined that Robinson just needs more at-bats, because you get at-bats, you score RBIs, then why aren't you up there?
The Indians cash in on that error. That's what you got to do. Good softball teams make you pay for those type of mistakes. And that's what they did there. So we'll have a runner coming in here for Robinson. This is going to be Katie Boatner entering to run. So Boatner in to run in this situation. And this will bring up Patterson to the plate. There's 2 outs. Patterson shows bunt, and then the throw is going to get out to the outfield as the catcher kind of lost the grip. Still trying to make the throw down, but it will be a stolen base.
That hesitation, hesitation allowed Boatner to get in safely.
That sun has come out, and all I can see now is my notebook whenever I look at the screen. So
I keep saying we're going to get you a different color than yellow, but
it's been a thing. As that pitch across for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. Yeah, I just like a yellow legal pad. I've always went with those for baseball and softball. As that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-2 now is the count.
Now, Patterson's not had her normal production at the plate today, so it'd be a fine time for her to get one of her trademark speedy bunts or something into the deep in the outfield.
Yeah, she reached on an infield single on her first at bat, was retired on a fielder's choice, and just found the edge of that one. Going to have to hurry and nearly beat that one out, but 1-3 on the putout of Patterson. But the Indians do get that insurance run they've been looking for. As we'll head to the 7th inning, ICC leads it 3-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The outlook for overpriced pizza has never been better. Who's gonna stop us?
Sir, Little Caesars has the lowest price pizza delivered, guaranteed.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. Get $5 off your first delivery.
Pizza, pizza.
Parmesan, Asiago, and fresh mozzarella.
All this cheesing is rather pleasing.
Yep, tastes like $1,000,000.
Pepperoni cheeser, only $7.
Pizza, pizza.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
And welcome back now as we head to the top of the 7th inning. ICC with a 3-0 lead thanks to the second RBI single of the day for Emily Robinson that scored Henry, who reached on an error. ICC leads it 3-0, and for the Bulldogs, it's going to be the 4, 5, 6 batters. Billy, Ingram, and McCown due up here, or I should say scheduled up here. As Jenkins still in the circle here. That first pitch goes high for a ball.
Well, she's been strong so far today, and with a 3-run lead now instead of a 2-run lead, you definitely want to let her run it as far as she can.
You know, the Indians have Robinson ready to go if she's needed in this situation, but she wants to get the complete game shutout here. Is that pitch missing? 2-0 now is the count. Well, as she said, she's normally the number 2 starter. Getting the start here in game 1. As Billy is 0 for 2 on the day, a line out to left and a ground out to the short. Pops this one up, and is it going to stay in play? No, it's going to get out of play. And 2-1 now is the count.
Almost caught by our women's basketball coach, Robin Porter, who ducks out at the last second.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, she jumped out of the way. I thought that she was going to catch that one.
Yeah, so we'll have to work on the hands of.
And now she knows that she's been caught and talked about, so she knows that we've witnessed her ducking out on that one.
Yes. So 2-1 now after that foul ball. And there's another one, and whoa, that was dangerous.
Yeah.
As that was on a rope over there towards the right side and caught the yellow tubing, but it had a little arch going down on it. If it would have been about another 3 or 4 inches higher, that could have been a scary situation for the group of folks over there next to the dugout. 2-2 now is the count. Billy Goodeye looks at that one outside for a ball. 3-2 now goes to count. Top of the 7th inning, ICC with a 3-0 lead, trying to get the win here in game 1 over Holmes. So waiting the 3-2 offering here. This one popped up. Watts calls everyone off and will make the play for out number 1.
Now batting for Holmes.
It was a good battle by Billy, but unfortunately ends it with a pop out, but she had some good cuts and some strong swings.
Now up is going to be the first baseman, Ingram. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout, and she grounded out to the shortstop in her first at bat. Both those at bats, though, were pretty good ones as she got deep in the pitch count. Takes a look at that first pitch, high for a ball. Well, they have shifted Patterson. She was fading a little bit more screen left. Now comes still a little left of second base, but shifted a little bit more to screen right. And this one popped out of play. It's going to be over towards my buddy Sebring Gray. Sebring and his family, a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. They come out to every ball game when they get a chance. And Sebring and his family, they are starting a Stone Pizza Company out in Rhinesville, and
we're all looking forward to enjoying the slice up there.
As there's a ground ball, this is going to be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count.
I heard he's even going to have a pizza with your name on it.
I'm trying to talk him into it. It's going to be one of those Notre Dame-inspired type pizzas, and so we're kind of collabing back and forth on that. So, yeah, we'll have some more information on that as we go forward in life. 1-2 now is the count with 1 out. Hard hit, but there's a line drive and a great job by Patterson.
Now batting,
showing off that speed out there in center field.
Yeah, she made a great break and was able to keep that from being, and keep that from having a chance to get down.
2 outs now before ICC looking for that final out as McCown comes to the plate. Remind you to stay tuned for the Renaissance Bank postgame report. At the conclusion of this one, we'll have some Sonic stats and also name our Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi star of the game. That pitch missing low for a ball. Bulldogs trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the top of the 7th. Trying to start it here with McCown. She's 0 for 2. Pop up to right field and a ground out to third to end the 4th. There's a grounder. Third baseman knocks it down. Will step on the bag, and that will do. First baseman.
First. Left, right.
Left,
third,
right.
first.
Who knows? I don't know my left from right anymore, folks.
No runs.
No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Bulldogs there, and ICC wins this one 3-0. We'll take a break. Come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report and more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do. And we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women in the communities they influence every day.
Natalie, when she was first driving, she literally swerved off the road a lot because she was looking at herself in the mirror.
Maybe I look at life differently.
You don't call it over space, it's outer space.
But it's underwear.
The top's right here, look.
You always say chocolate's so weird. It's like chocolate.
Wherever the conversation takes you, we're here. This is Howie Sonic.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC wins it by the final score of 3-0 here in Game 1 over Holmes. And Adam Gore, Michael Upton here. Michael, your thoughts here on Game 1?
Well, we just saw some fantastic pitching today by Madison Jenkins. Only allowed 2 hits on the day, and one of those was a speedy bunt that was beat out. So really looking at one legitimate hard hit ball on the day, which really just set the tone. Even though the ICC bats were not as productive as what we are used to seeing in terms of runs scored, when you got a pitcher going that strong, 3 runs will get it done.
Yeah, we're taking a look at some Little Caesars instant replays from today's game. As we'll take a look at some Sonic stats, and let's start with Holmes. Ellenberg, she was 0 for 2 with the sacrifice bunt on the day. Travis 0 for 2 with the walk, a stolen base. Nethery was 1 for 3. She did have that double. Billy 0 for 3. Ingram 0 for 3 with a strikeout. McCowan 0 for 3. Deal had back-to-back strikeouts, 0 for 2. Gray was 0 for 2 after a great defensive play by Jenkins on a line drive right back at her to rob her of a base hit. Rogers 1 for 2 and a stolen base. For ICC, Patterson was 1 for 4 with a strikeout and a single. Rutledge, she was 2 for 3 on the day, had a solo home run to start the 3rd inning. She also had a single and a stolen base there in the 5th inning. It was Hayes who was 2 for 3. She had a pair of singles. Watts was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Posey 0 for 3. You had Jenkins who was 1 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. Henry was 0 for 3, but she did reach on an error, scored a run. She also reached on a fielder's choice as well. Stevens was 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. She was also hit by a pitch. And then Robinson was 2 for 3. She did reach on a fielder's choice, stole the base, had 2 RBIs. And then it was Boatner who came in to run for her. She also stole a base. Final line for the Indians, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For Holmes, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error on the afternoon. So Upton, the fun part of the game now is who we're going to name our Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi star of the game.
Well, we've already talked about what a fantastic job Jenkins did pitching, so that's well established. But, you know, Travis didn't do a bad job pitching for Holmes either. So I think we got to look at some offensive people here. And I got, 2 standouts. Rutledge, who reaches base 3 times, including the home run that scores a run. And then Robinson reaches base 3 times with 2 singles and 2 RBIs. So those 2 made the difference at the plate today.
Absolutely. That is our Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi stars of the game. Give them a call at 662-377-BONE. That's 662-377-BONE. Or stop by and visit them at 499 Gloucester Creek Village there in Tupelo for strains and sprains and tears and breaks. Pretty much any noise I'm moaning and groaning about every morning getting out of the bed, I need to go see the fine folks there at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Michael, any final thoughts before we call it here on Game 1?
Hey, not a high-scoring affair, but a good, solid win to keep the momentum going for the Indians, and let's come out in Game 2 and continue that momentum.
We'll be back with Game 2 in about 20 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network. Indians win Game 1 by the final score of 3-0. Back with more right after this.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do, and we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women and the communities they influence every day.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.